Thank you very much. Thank you for coming tonight. I hope that just for a few minutes we can just have a good entertaining time and enjoy ourselves. I have to say that I feel a little bit lost actually because my trusty assistant was not able to be here tonight. So I'm doing this as the Lone Ranger. So I may be moving around and walking around a little bit more than I normally would. But we're glad that you're here tonight. How many of you have heard of The Masked Magician? Have you watched The Masked Magician on YouTube? Nobody? So there's this guy. His name was Valentino. And he would wear a mask and get on television and do television shows and reveal magic tricks. So I say was because of course, you know, the International Brotherhood of Magicians had a little something to do with that, so we can't really say where Mr. Valentino is today, but he's no longer doing television shows. Be that as it may, I thought I would break the cardinal rule of magicians tonight and teach you a magic trick. Would you like to learn a trick? All right, all but 2 of you. And we're glad that you came anyway because your money spends just the same. So, I'm going to show you a trick tonight. All you need is a blue handkerchief, and you're going to stuff the blue handkerchief into your fist thusly. Now, it's important when you're stuffing a handkerchief into your fist that you make this up and down motion. Otherwise, it's very boring to watch somebody stick a handkerchief into their fist. Once you put the handkerchief into your fist, you put it into your other hand, and you reach into your pocket and you find, there it is. You find your magic silver dollar. And you wave the silver dollar over the handkerchief, and the handkerchief suddenly turns into an A. And the handkerchief is in your pocket. No, really, it's a silly trick. I know. It's a silly trick because the A is not a real A. It has a hole in it. And all I did was stick the other blue handkerchief into the A. No, really. That's all I did. Stick it into the A. So all you need to do is you need 2 blue handkerchiefs and a fake A with a hole in it. And you take your second blue handkerchief and you stick it into your pocket, unbeknownst to the audience. And you take the other blue handkerchief and you put it over here in your pocket along with the A. And so basically what you have to do is you have to get the A and the handkerchief out, and you tell the audience that you're going to put the blue handkerchief into your fist. Of course, all the while you're really just stuffing it into your hollow A that you have purchased at Hobby Lobby, or that you made at home. But don't forget to do the mysterious up and down gesture. All right? So you do the up and down gesture, and when you get it all stuffed into your fist, you put the handkerchief into your other hand, and you reach in your pocket, and you get your magic silver dollar, and you wave it over the handkerchief, and of course, the handkerchief turns into an A. Aren't you impressed? Yay! Now you have to be careful about doing this, especially if someone is behind you. Or if you have someone who's skeptical and they insist on examining the A. Because if they look at the A, they're going to see that there's a hole in the back of the A. And so that doesn't work well. So, if you accidentally should happen to show someone that there's a hole with a blue handkerchief in your A, all you have to do is remove the hole. Just take the hole off and get rid of it, like that. And then you have the A. Now, they still may be suspicious and think it's not a real A. So all you do is toss it to them. No, I wouldn't do that. That's why we have a class, to demonstrate that it really is a real A. Good thing I brought a handkerchief. When I was a child of just 9 years old, that is when I first began to learn magic. I wasted the first 9 years of my life, But when I was 9 years old, my brother and I were helping my dad go through some boxes because we were getting ready to move. So we're looking through boxes in the garage, and of course, you know how boys are. Little boys, they like to see what kind of stuff does dad have. Because you always think, man, there might be some little trinket or some little gadget that dad has, and maybe I can have his old wristwatch or whatever it may be. So we're enjoying looking through the boxes, and we open up this box, and we're, Dad, what is all this weird looking stuff in here? I've never seen anything like this. And he says, oh, those are magic tricks that I had when I was a kid. I'm like, what do they do? So he started showing us a few things, and then we were hooked, Brother Jim. From then on, we spent too much time and too much money at Zizo's Magic Castle in Denver. And so I often tell parents, get your children involved in magic. And they won't have money for drugs. It's very expensive. So just get them involved in magic. Well, we got involved in magic, and as many of you may know, if you've ever had a magic kit, anybody ever get a magic kit when they were a kid? Some of you did. You may then recognize that with your magic kit, you would get a trick that was called the cups and balls. Anybody familiar with the cups and balls? So you receive this little set with these little plastic cups in your magic kit, the cups and balls. And one of the reasons for that is the cups and balls is really the oldest trick in recorded history. Some historians believe it dates back to 3000 BC, when they claim that they can read these Egyptian hieroglyphics and it looks like someone is performing a trick or something similar to the cups and balls. But whether or not that's the case, the cups and balls is very old, very popular, and many magicians are judged by how well they can do this trick. Hope you're not a judge tonight. In any case, I want to show you a little bit about the cups. Now these are solid aluminum cups. However, they have a special property in that one cup will pass completely through the other cup. It's really unusual like that. And also, the inside depth of the cup is deeper than the outside depth. But I'll explain everything as we go along, and it'll make perfect sense. So, the cups and balls trick, very popular, but we're going to need some little red balls to go along with our trick. So the cups and balls, 3 balls, 3 cups, and a magic wand. And let me show you how this little charade works. This is ball number 1. This is ball number 2. And this is ball number 3. Now, for some reason, when I get to about this point, people don't believe that the ball is in this hand. The ball really is in his hand. It's just all in the power of the mystic wand. You see, when you spin the wand, the ball disappears, and they travel back to their home underneath the cups. Just like that. Now, to show you that this is real Egyptian magic, and not just sleight of hand, I'm going to ask you, sir. Would you name any cup, either, I'll do it from your vantage point, right, middle, or left? You get to choose. Right, middle, or left? Left. This one on your left. Is that correct? Are you sure you want to change your mind, or you want to keep the mind you have? All right. So he chose the cup on your left. I'm going to take the ball out of the middle cup on top of the magic wand. You see it there? I'll take it off the magic wand, place it on the cup on the left, give it a tap, and the ball has traveled from the center cup over to its friend underneath the cup on the left, just like you asked. Now, the balls are ambidextrous. So even if you would have set the cup on your right, I would have just taken the ball out of the center cup, taken it off the magic wand, placed it on top of the cup on the left, given it a tap, and the ball from the center cup would have traveled to be over here with its friend under the cup on the left. So, and that's how that works. Now, many of you, if you've ever received a set of cups and balls in your magic kit, you will know that one ball will pass through one cup. One ball will pass through one cup, just like this. And many of you probably also know that one ball will pass through two cups, just like this. But not many people know that one ball will also pass through 3 cups, just like that. One ball through 3 cups. Now, the reason this works is because there's 3 balls and 3 cups and a magic wand, and I'm talking the whole time until it gets confusing. So I'm going to see if I can make it a little bit simpler so that everyone can follow how this works. I'm going to take the ball from underneath this cup and place it into my pocket. I'm going to take the ball from underneath this cup and place it into my pocket, which leaves one ball under the center cup, right there. However, this ball has returned. Now, the reason for that is, when I place this ball into my pocket, I don't really place it into my pocket. It's really in this hand. This is what magicians call misdirection. So I pretend to place the ball and place it in my pocket, but I really haven't done that. The ball is really in this hand. So it looks like I take the ball and place it into my pocket, but in reality, I'm keeping it hidden behind my little finger. And so what I do when I pick up the cup is I set it down behind the cup, and you think that there was a ball underneath the cup, just like so. Now, if I in fact take this ball and place it into my pocket, then how many balls are under the center cup? That's right, 3. Now, if I take all 3 balls and place all 3 balls into my pocket, and there's still a ball under the center cup, that means I must be using more than 3 red balls. Well, I'm an honest magician. I am using more than 3 red balls, but this is the 4th ball right here. So, that explains how that little charade works. However, what I'm always confused by is, where did the lemon come from? And where did the orange come from? And where did the lime come from? Excuse me for just a moment. Well, I need a participant. Let me see. Somebody that would like to put it. This gentleman right here with the sunglasses. Would you mind helping me tonight? Yeah. I'm Scott. Adrian. Nice to meet you, Adrian. Adrian, let's move over here just a little bit. Stand right there, open the trap door. Perfect. All right. Adrian, have you ever seen one of these before? Good. Because this is an invisible purse. Yes. All you can see is the frame. So, Adrian, if you would please, take that invisible purse, open it up, and take out whatever's inside. Good. Do you have any idea what you have? It's a deck of cards. Okay. Close up the first frame. You put it in your pocket. Any pocket, doesn't matter, front pocket, back pocket. And shuffle up the deck of cards if you would, please. Make a good shuffle of them, but don't mix them up. Good. You got it? You did? That was pretty good, especially since they're still in the box. Adrian, you're gonna have to take them out of the box. Okay, take them out of the box. And there's a table right here you can put the box on. It's taller than that. Good. All right. Now, you got the cards mixed up? Good. Okay. If you'll spread them out across the table. Perfect. You've done this before, huh? Okay. Now I want you to reach in with your two hands and take out the two jokers and hold them up. You got the two jokers? That is amazing. Since the cards are all face down. Okay, you're good. Okay, just toss them away and get rid of them. Perfect. All right. Now, turn all the cards face up so you can see them. Yes, sir. Good. Wow, you have done that before. All right. Okay, Adrian. Now, I'm sure that you know that we have 4 suits. Spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds. So if you would, just put them in their 4 groups on the table. Diamond, heart, club, spade, put them in their 4 separate piles. Their table is growing. All right. So, now Adrian, if you would, just reach down and pick up any 2 piles and hold them up. Any 2 suits, yes. All right, what have you got? All right, which one is in this hand? Okay, get rid of it. Which one do you keep? Okay, let me have the diamond. Perfect, I'm going to spread them out. Okay, Adrian, pick a diamond, any diamond. Look at it. Tell us all what cards you got. Tell everybody. It's okay, I've seen this trick before. 5 of diamonds. All right, show them over there. Good. Show them over there. Good. Show it to the camera. Good. Now, Adrian, fold it in half. Fold it in half one more time. And then fold it in half one more time. Good. Now, you still got the first frame? Okay, get out the first frame. Put your folded card inside the first frame. Good. Fold it up. Hand it to me. All right, now, Adrian, anything that goes into the first frame is invisible. But anything that comes out of the first frame is visible, such as a folded card. But would it be amazing, Adrian, if this card was the 5 of diamonds? Thank you, Adrian. Give Adrian a hand. did a good job. What is his name? Reed. Reed, you did a great job. All right, a lot of times, magicians like to see if they can create some kind of a connection between two people who are close already and know each other. But tonight I would like to try a little experiment and see if I can create a connection between two people who don't know each other. So, let's see. This gentleman right here, is your name Adrian? Would you mind coming up and helping us tonight? There you go. How's it going, man? It's all right. It's good. Is that your magical gesture? Oh, okay. All right. How are you doing? Have you ever helped a magician before? All right. It's all right. Let your heart rate calm down. Everything will be okay. Just stand right over here, if you would, please, in front of this chair. Now, there are probably many people out here that you don't know, I'm guessing. Let's see. How about this gentleman in the orange shirt? No? What was your name? What was your name? Gabe, that's right. Come on, do you know Adrian? Oh, okay, good. All right. So this will be a scientific test. How you doing, Gabe? You stand right here in front of this chair, and if you'll excuse me, just relax, stare into the light. You guys sing a song or something. I'll be right back. So, all right. Okay, Gage. If you would, Gage, if you would turn and face Adrian. Adrian, you turn, face Gage, look at each other, try to picture each other in your mind. Kind of remember what each other is wearing. And if you would extend your left hand, Gage, if you would extend your right hand, just put it right hand out, palm down, face him, good, just like that. Now, close your eyes, Gage, and when you feel the time is right, lower your hand. Anytime that you feel the time is right to lower your hand, you go ahead and lower your hand. Good. Adrian is making some serious connections here. Doing good, Gabe? All right? You don't want your arms on the sleeve. You can put it down if you like. Don't walk your knees either. You all right, Gage? Adrian, you all right? Okay. You can put your arm down if you want to. All right. Now, if you will both turn and face the audience. All right. Now, I'm going to ask you both if you would close your eyes and keep your eyes closed and do not open your eyes until I ask you to. But I want you to be aware of any kind of a touch or any kind of a sensation. Now, you may notice shadows or you may feel me walking across the floor. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you feel any kind of a touch. Now, if you feel a touch, do not give it away. Don't laugh or smile or make any sudden moves if you feel a touch. Now, Gabe, with your eyes closed, would you extend your right arm towards the audience, please? Keeping your eyes closed, Adrian, would you extend your right hand towards the audience, please? All right, you may put your arms down. Keeping your eyes closed. Adrian, if you felt any kind of a touch, would you point to where you felt the touch? Would you hold up the number of fingers of how many touches you felt? Gage, if you felt any kind of a touch, would you point to where you felt the touch? And would you hold up the number of fingers of how many touches you felt? 3 touches. That's pretty close. All right, you can put your arms down. Now, keeping your eyes closed, I want you to continue to be aware if you feel any kind of a touch. Right, Adrian, if you felt a touch, would you point to where you felt a touch? And how many times did you feel it? 1 time. Gage, if you felt any kind of a touch, would you point to where you felt a touch? No touch? Okay, you can put your hand down, Adrian. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to the next step. So you may open your eyes and be seated. So far we're only 1 for 1, but we're going to go ahead and move to the next step. So I want both of you to remember the image of when you were standing here looking at each other and you had your arms extended towards the other person. All right? And we're going to try test number 3. If you would put your hands on your knees, please. Good. Adrian, if you would show me your right palm, and I'm going to make a small S on your palm. Would you show that to the audience, please? Good. Gage, did you have any kind of a sensation or did you feel any kind of a touch? No? Would you check your right palm for us anyway? All right. We're going to go ahead and try the final test. I haven't seen this work before, but these guys seem to have a connection going on that's unexplained. So what I want you to do is I want you to both sit very still and do not move. Gage, if you would please dip your chin and close your eyes. Dip your chin, close your eyes, be very still, but I want you to be aware if you feel any kind of a touch from here to here, or from here to here, in this area. All right? Please do not open your eyes. Adrian, standing between the two of you, the connection seems very strong, but I just want to try something anyway. If you would please stand up, you can open your eyes. I'm going to move your chair over here. Adrian, if you would come sit down right here, please. Now, you go ahead and sit down and close your eyes. Both of you have your eyes closed. Do not make any move. But if you feel a touch, I want you to stand up. So, Adrian, if you feel a touch, what are you going to do? Stand. Gage, if you feel a touch, what are you going to do? Now, you guys can both open your eyes. Both open your eyes. Just so that you two know what happened. I touched Adrian. I never touched you. Yet you felt the touching. And you have the X on your palm. Could I have a show from the audience by applause that I never touched Gage? Thank you, Dave. Good job. Okay, man. Thank you, Dave, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming tonight. You can go back to your seat. Good job.
It's time to go.
Do we have anyone here tonight that likes to read mysteries? Well, maybe I'm kind of looking for a grown-up. Are there any grown-ups? Who are they pointing to? Mom?
I see 2 arrows going that way.
Miss Shirley, do you like to read mysteries? Will you help me with the Look at that. I lied to you earlier, didn't I? I told her that I wasn't going to pick her. Come on, it's okay. Because in order for this to work, you have to be standing the exact same distance from me that I am from you. Okay. Now, if you would please come over here on my left. Good. And smile at the camera. So, Shirley, tonight I brought my Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Have you ever read Sherlock Holmes? Long time ago. Now, I'm kind of partial to Sherlock Holmes because Sherlock Holmes and Houdini were contemporaries. In fact, they wrote each other back and forth a lot, and they shared a lot of correspondence and visits and arguments. But anyway, there's a close connection between the two. So I've enjoyed reading this book, Shirley, and so what I've been working on is I am able to tell you what is on every page of this book if you'll just tell me the page number. So let's try one, just one. Okay? I'm not going to look. You just open it up to any page at all. Tell me what page number you're on.
60.
Page 60. Okay. The first 2 words on page 60 are Sherlock Holmes. No, that's not really fair. That's at the top of every page. That doesn't really count. Yeah. No. Okay. So we won't count that. So here's what we're going to do, Shirley. We're going to stand back to back. Okay. That way you'll know if I'm like trying to look over your shoulder and cheat. Okay. So what I want you to do is look in your book at any page number that you would like to choose and tell me what page you have, and I'm going to see if I can remember what's on that page, okay? Okay, what page number did you find? 97. Wow. Let's see. Let's see. Is it on the right-hand side of the page? Is the first sentence, I was afraid you were engaged?
Yes.
I might have got lucky on the first one. Okay? All right. So can you give me another one?
47.
4. $47. Let's see, at the bottom of the page, does it say, your cases have indeed been one of the greatest and dearest, or something like that? No? No. What was the page?
47.
Page 47. So the very last sentence.
Oh, the last sentence.
Yes, the last sentence. Your cases have indeed been one of the very greatest, or something like that? Okay, that was, we didn't do that very well. We better try it 3 times.
Okay.
Okay, let's try one more time.
I'm only 79.
79. Let's see. 79. Is that on the right-hand page too?
Yes.
Okay. Is there like a big paragraph and then like one little tiny short sentence? And it says like, and now I ask?
No.
Yeah, the second paragraph. There's a big paragraph and then one little line that says, and now I ask?
No.
Page, what page? 37?
79.
Oh, 79. Let me see. Oh, there's 3 big paragraphs, right? Are you sure? No, I don't give up. You said 79.
79.
Oh, there's a bunch of little sentences.
Yes.
Okay, I'm getting like 79 and 49. Okay, so like a bunch of little sentences. Let's see. I think maybe the first one is, I shall be delighted. Does that sound right? Okay, are you impressed at all? I mean, you know, we're not giving these away. Sure. No, see, I don't want you to feel that way. I want you to feel that way. Here, look at my book.
No way. Yes.
We should.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Ray. Give her a hand tonight. Good job. Look, you okay? All right. Good job. Oh dear. Well, do any of you kids here tonight, do you know what this is?
A newspaper?
Good job. This is a senior citizens calendar. No. This is a section from the Dallas Morning News. I'm not really sure how much is in the Dallas Morning News. Now, last night folks said they had trouble seeing, so I'm gonna see if I can maybe raise this up so you can see it a little easier. But anyway, as I go through this section of the Dallas Morning News, you may feel free to read over my shoulder and see if you see an ad or a picture or a headline or a puzzle or something that you might remember from this section of the Dallas Morning News. All right, and as you can tell, there's nothing really in the Dallas Morning News. Now, the reason I draw this to your attention is oftentimes what you will find is a magician, try to get my paper straightened up, if you will find magicians who will tell you that they are tearing their newspaper. Now, if this ever happens, do not believe them, because a magician will lie to you, as we just found out. But magicians will tell you, I am tearing this newspaper, and they're not really tearing it at all. It only looks as if they're tearing the newspaper. And sometimes they will try to convince you that they're tearing the newspaper because of the way it sounds. And they'll have you to believe that they are actually tearing the newspaper. Do not believe this. They are not tearing the newspaper whatsoever. It only looks as if they're tearing the newspaper. Sometimes it even looks as if they have Sometimes it even looks as if newspaper is falling on the floor. But do not be deceived, because the newspaper is not really being torn. It's all just an illusion. And or I'm just very weak, not sure what it is, but this is all just a fabrication, and the newspaper has never really been torn at all, but they will try to convince you that they're tearing the newspaper, or even maybe that somehow they're trying to, mold the newspaper back together. But you never can believe what they say, because in fact, the newspaper was never really torn at all. So I want you to notice, as I go through this section of newspaper, if you see that same advertisement, or that same headline, or that same story, or that same puzzle in this section of the newspaper. If we can have the lights on, please. We have some door prizes that we would like to give away tonight. And I have a deck of cards here. I'm going to pass out this deck of cards. The children, do not rush the stage. If you want to rush somewhere, rush back there. Try not to knock over the sound man. But I'm going to pass out some cards today. And if you get a card that says The Amazing Franco on it, you can take it to that lady over there that's raising her hand, praising Jesus, and she will get you a door prize tonight.
That one?